Hi, this is Steve Fryer with John L. Scott. I'm here with Michael Geisen, and he represents Gary's
VACUFLO.
VACUFLO. All right. What the VACUFLO system is, it's a central vac system that HC Homes offers with all of its homes up here in Tahali. Tahali is a master plan community just outside of Bonnie Lake. We're going to talk about the benefits of having that system in your home, some of the new features, why this vacuum system isn't your grandmother's vacuum system from days of old. He'll be talking about that. Anything else you want to share?
Should I just go right into it?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Central vacuum systems, I think, are one of America's best kept secrets. Every time I put a central vac system in a home, every time, I'm really not exaggerating, people say, oh my God, this is one of my favorite things in a house, or my favorite thing in a house, and they love it. They never want to live in a home without it. I think for four main reasons. One, and most people don't know this, there's a substantial health benefit. When you move from portable vacuum cleaners, which are exhausting into the air that you're breathing, into a central vacuum system with no exhaust, all that goes to the outside, you can reduce allergy symptoms by 60%.
Wow.
Very important for anybody with allergies, obviously, or asthma, or CPOD, or especially homes with children and they're developing lungs. After that, the convenience. We'll show a retractable hose system in this house where the hose goes back into the wall.
Maybe I'm not going to have like 5 miles of hose I got to lug around and trip over. And
no, we still do that. People love that too.
Okay.
But we have a retractable hose system, been around for about 15 years, very convenient and kind of fun.
All right.
And then 3 to 5 times stronger suction than a portable vacuum cleaner. And if you look at life cycle costs, this is a fourth reason. A lot of people spend less money on a central vacuum system than they will on the portables that you're probably throwing into the landfill every 3 or 4 years.
That's funny that you mentioned that. My wife and I, I'm not making this up, nor did we script this, but we made one of those impulse purchases years ago, and we bought a Hoover. From the Hoover vacuum cleaner salesperson, and they showed how their system, was so much better than the one we had, and we spent way too much money. And when that finally did break, now it lasted like 10 years, right? The Hoover did. When I did the math and realized how many $100 vacuum cleaners I could buy at Walmart for what I paid for the Hoover, it was still kind of a wash.
Yeah.
But I got a feeling that your math is going to work out much better than even the math that I did, right?
Absolutely, because even if you spend on a super high-end like Miele or Kirby, spend a lot of money on a portable vacuum cleaner, it's still exhausting into the air that you're breathing. It's not healthy for you. So central vac, healthier, cleaner, more convenient, less expensive. You add that all up, every home in America should have central vac.
So my great indoor vacuum cleaner still sucks. And
totally sucks.
And blows junk in the air that I have to breathe, right?
Sucks and blows.
All right. Well, let's go take a look at some of the features. We're going to look at indoor features, and we're going to look at the unit itself, and he's going to tell us a little bit more about it. Okay?
All right. I'm going to show you the hose wall inlet. This is where the hose retracts into the wall. Now, this hose is a little bit longer than normal because we put this system in when the house was already built, and we just put one wall inlet in that covers pretty much the whole house. So because this is a longer hose, a little bit harder to pull out in the beginning.
Good grief.
This is a 60-foot hose.
Where does it all go?
It's all in the pipe in the wall.
That's incredible.
So yeah, there's a lot of hose here, but this hose will cover this whole floor. It's a 3,500 square foot house. This whole floor and most of the floor below. So now we're almost to the end. I'm going to lock it in place, and then you find the end of the hose and put on your attachments and do your vacuuming. Right here, it's locked. Turn it on. And now I'm vacuuming.
Nice.
And something you'll note, there's no exhaust. It's all going through the hose into the pipe in the wall out of the house. So there's no exhaust that we're breathing like with a portable vacuum cleaner.
Mm-hmm. Perfect.
When you're done vacuuming,
and I assume there's like, that's the sweeping attachment. There's also like something with a beater bar.
right, this is for hardwood and tile. We also have one like that looks like a conventional vacuum that you'd use on carpets and rugs, and a few other attachments that normally come with the system.
You know, like dusters and that, you know.
Yep, dusting brush, crevice tool, one for
all that.
upholstery.
Yep.
So when you're done vacuuming, you come back here, big pile of hose, you unlock this, turn it on, put your hand on the end of the hose to seal the system.
Look at that. And now my wife's going to want me to build another house. That is easy.
A key thing that I always have to explain to people, people see this going into the wall. This one is not quite as zippy as it usually is because it's a longer hose. But they say, I don't know where that hose went. Someday it's going to break and then you got to tear my walls open. Not the case, because it's just a hose going into the pipe. There's no reeling machine or mechanism back there to ever break. So very simple. This has been out for 15 years or more, and we don't have problems.
In the garage, this is where it all happens. Now, like I said earlier, when I came out and saw this, right, having seen some old-fashioned systems, the old Beams and New Tones of the 90s, I thought, okay, I need to have Gary explain some features to me here, because this is different than what I'm used to, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so tell me a little bit more about this unit.
All right, so this unit is manufactured by VACUFLO. VACUFLO is in Ohio. They've been around for 60 years. They're the nation's largest manufacturer of central vacuum systems. And they also offer the best warranties. This unit, with all our VACUFLO power units, has a lifetime warranty. So that's really good. We've been around for 30 years, Gary's VACUFLO. I've been to customers' homes that have had our systems for 20 and 30 years, still working like new.
Okay, now I have to ask the gotcha question.
Yeah.
Right? Really, we did not rehearse this. He might not be happy. All right, when you say lifetime warranty,
Yeah.
right, I buy the house. I get a Gary's VACUFLO
Right.
unit, and 10 years later I sell the house.
Right.
Right? Does the new buyer get the warranty?
Not transferable.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Which I kind of expected, right?
Yeah.
So it's the lifetime that you own the house.
Yes, lifetime you've owned the house, you've got a warranty on this.
Now, what if you took this and took it to some other house that was piped, and you wanted to use your unit? There's a real gotcha question.
Yeah. So you move to a new house, you take this out of your house, put it in your new house, warranty stayed at the old house.
Okay.
So the warranty doesn't travel, it
All
doesn't
right.
transfer.
All right.
Yeah.
But as long as you own the house with this system in it,
Yeah.
if anything ever goes wrong, it's covered.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, anything ever. It does say on the brochures, limited lifetime warranty. And I think the brushes, there's a component in here that if that wears out, no, that's not, that component is not covered.
Okay.
But basically, you've got a lifetime warranty with this power unit. And I've seen, again, new customers, people that we didn't work with previously, call us up, my motor fried. We come out and put a new motor in for them. That could be 2 years after they bought it or 20 years after they bought it.
Okay.
And I've seen both. So you have the motor in here, the air coming in from the house here, and it spins. This one is one of our filtered cyclonic units. So the air spins in here, and the spinning and then coming out this exhaust here is that change in directions is what separates the air from the dirt. All the dirt collects in here. There's a filter, and then it comes out that black unit there is a muffler. But it's all filtered, the air clean here. This is really an exception for Gary's VACUFLO. We installed this system in this model home after it was built.
Right.
So we didn't exhaust. Normally we'll run that pipe to the outside so that you don't even have exhaust into the garage. But in this case we didn't. So normally you'll see that. And if you ever have anybody install a central vac system, make sure they do that. Exhaust it to the outside. Why exhaust into the garage even?
Do you ever see, do people ever want to retrofit these in existing homes?
We retrofit in existing homes all the time.
Really?
Usually, like we did in this, there was no wall repair needed after we installed this system.
So you went up into a space that you could get to, like an attic space?
Yeah, in this case, we have the power unit here. About 10 feet away is that wall unit, the wall inlet that we were working with. So all the pipe that stores the hose is up in the attic. There's a lower level. We would have liked to have gotten to the lower level, but this is a model home, so we kind of made some compromises. But normally we put these in 3-level homes. I've done this a couple times, where after we're done installing the system, no wall repair needed.
Okay, so Gary, I take it when we first started talking, you mentioned, there might be a time when you want that extra 30 feet of hose, rolled up in a closet someplace. Might that be out here in the man cave?
Right. Well, out here in the man cave or the garage, you can have a hose that you plug into the unit here.
Right.
Or sometimes there'll be a utility valve where you can plug in a garage hose. Or some people will do a retractable hose out here. And that one would not have the fabric sock.
All right. So that's the system in a nutshell. We will post, you'll see here, I'm going to put some contact information for Gary if you have any, or for Michael if you have any more questions about the systems. And I appreciate you coming out and telling us more about this system. It makes it makes me more educated. Now it's educated our viewers a little bit more on what's new in this system. And yeah, I'm going to think about it every time I run the vacuum cleaner at home, where all those extra particulates are going.
Well, we got to get a central vac in your house.
We'll take a look at that.
All right.
Okay.
Thanks, Steve.
You bet.
All right.